Hello, so morning again Nagaland TV first episode that is Good Morning Nagaland Day swagat krise. Moi apnala anchor Rovinyo Lama. Ahibi ami khani tiu Good Morning episode shuru kuru karne Bible verse ekta prahi isor la gyan prahi shuru kuribo.
Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit. Galatians 5:25.
Galatians chapter 5 verse 25 te kwanishna ami khan kiniga isola spirit te thaki ase ami hala body bi khali mongsore thaka nishna ami hala atma spirit thaka nishna ami hala kadam bi isola nam de ami hala kadam bi spirit te hi thaki bolega atma hi thaki bolega ko gine imam baba Galatians chapter 5 verse 25 te janai dingna se I will amala second segment de jabo that is think positive.
Some people grumble that roses have thorns. I am grateful that thorns have roses. Alfonso Carr.
Well said in Alphon laga itu statement ko gine ase manu kumba do grumble kore rose te thorn thakar pra holibi manu ekta pra janibo lage ki thorn te to katate rose ulaw pra je kiman bi sundur ase ko gine man bhal short simple ba jana digne ase ni ani ami hala life bi ki jene ami hala life te hotai duk samna kori thaku para holibi ami hala adat ami hala sundur vichar bhavna pra manu han ge janibo dibi ki ami hala life te kiman duk thagile bi ami khan rose nishna he sundur thaki gine khil thake ko gine jana ase I will ami hala third segment that is our top headlines. Now we shall proceed to our top headlines and know what it is. Eastern Nagaland Women Organization and Mokochung Town Lanu Talanjam condemns alleged ill treatment of a 9-year-old boy in Mokochung Town. ENW appeals higher authority to look upon matter and urge for stringent action as per relevant law. The Naga Rising criticized Chief Minister Nifirio over his purportedly anti-democratic remark that politics was best left to politicians at an event held in Dimapur. Nagaland Board of School Education informed that the meritorious student of HSLC exam 2021 batch who are eligible for CM Meritorious Scholarship Fellowship to download the form and bond certificate from the board website on or before 10th of May 2022. Union Minister of State for Entrepreneurship, Skill Development, Electronics and Technology Rajiv Chandrasekhar is set to inaugurate Nalit Center of Dimapur and 4 other on Friday at 10 a.m. French President Emmanuel Macron announced on Thursday that France will offer a $2 billion aid for Ukraine during the International Donors Conference held in Warsaw, the capital of Poland. French Presidential Palace, the LC, announced. So viewers, ito ami ala top headlines tagishi. IB ami khanla men's segment. Good morning episode la men's segment. There is print preview analysis te ami han sabo refer karbo. Janibo ki ami ala local newspaper khan bi ami han ki jankari de. IB ami han print preview analysis te jabo. So viewers, within a few seconds, I'm on the screen te Morning Express la paper ahibo, amihan tu puribo. So the Morning Express, the power of truth. Center, my first headlines purdubo, the story na jagide. Center striving for developing remote areas. Union Minister. Meta tell Delhi High Court that user can't invoke Articles 19 rights. Hit Department caution illegal optical shop. Mount killing. FNR asks Nagaland government to act on SIT report. 3 sentenced to 1 year imprisonment for extortion. NKIO student union caution illegal timber operation. So jo ami hala Mongro Express laga headlines khan ase avi ami khan ekta kurigine ami han duita nolibi tinda to purine jabo Centers striving for developing remote areas Union Minister So Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar on Thursday asserted that Prime Minister Narendra Modi Team India is working relentlessly with state and local self-government for the development of remote cities, town and village like Olongwa in Mon district of Nagaland. The Union Minister of State for Electronic and IT Skill Development and Entrepreneurship said this while interacting with village elders and leaders of Longwa village on the second day of his visit to Nagaland. An official statement said, Longwa is one of the biggest villages in Mon district and is perched on the border of India and Myanmar. The Union Minister met local villagers, party karyakartas or workers and briefed them about the visions of Prime Minister that aim to transform the northeastern region into one of the engine of the country's economic growth and work for the development of remote cities, towns and villages that were neglected for so long, the statement said. Chandrasekhar also reviewed the progress of the developmental and welfare scheme of the border district with its deputy commissioner and superintendent of police and other officials. He urged them to focus on saturating key schemes of the government so that all benefits are made available to every beneficiary and no one is left behind. He also asked the authorities concerned to prepare a detailed district skill development plan by mapping local skills and market, besides suggesting that emphasis must be on creating more jobs locally and promoting opportunities for entrepreneurship for the youths. So, as we all know that the Union Minister for Electronic and IT laga itu Rajiv Chandrasekhar tai Nagaland te aise 3 din visit karne aru tai to mostly like mon khalna jaga te tai jagine jao dakshi aru we know that tai ki firi jao dakshi hole bi tai edu mosom bhal na thaki apra janai dimapur thakise ine mon de jaise and the good thing is that itia before do najane media aha para bi ho pare nole आगे बढ़ থাকিও পারে হলিবি আজিকালি বেশি ডেভেলপমেন্ট খান দেখি আছে আৰু আফটার ইটো লাইমলাইট তে আহিয়া পিছরে আমি খান ব্রা আমি খানলা বিনতি আমি খানলা এপিল তো আমি খান মানুকে সেন্টার কে হলেবি স্টেট কে আমি খান এডুকেশন হিসাব তে যাই কিনে মাংয়া কারণে আমি আনবা রিকোয়েস্ট করা কারণে এন্ড moreover our politician khan bra inigala pore kam khura bra tahan pra inga jai thaka do manu khan ina minister khan ahi kine central ba minister khan ahi kine iniga ami hala pradesh laga bhal to chiniu pare kine tan jani ase ki ami hala pradesh khali Nagaland ekla na hoy pura north east pradesh te kiman rich by diversity ase manu khan to bishi manu na jane aru bishi manu to jani kini bi to explore no kori na ase aru yes mo nijera manu pura bi to greet pura itu explore no kori na ase holi bi manu khan la bi dimag khulise mon khulise itu ami hala by diversity ami hala flora hobe fauna hobe ami hala local market hobe ami hala local intellectual hobe manu khan sob ke itu oporde barhai thakala আৰু মানুবি বাড়ি থাকালা পড়ে আৰু এক্সেলেন্সি দিখালা পড়ে সেন্টার খান ব্রা ইনিয়া ইনিশিয়েটিভ দাদা বেশি ভাল কাম আছে আৰু সবচেয়ে ইম্পর্টেন্ট তো আহি কিনে এনে কব কইছিলে নাগলেন্ড লাইনে অলপ নাগলেন্ড অলপ ভাল জায়গাতে যাই নিহাবি নহয় হলিবি একদম বুস্তি জায়গাতে যাই কিনে তাহান প্রা ইটু লিডার্স খান লতে ইটু ওয়ার্কার্স খান লতে কথা কই কিনে কি করিলে ভাল হবো কিনিয়া করিলে ভাল হবো because we all know that if we start from a city area city will be developed আৰু yes বুস্তি বি develop হবো হলিবি it will take a lot of time so it will report the first thing manupura development anibole ase mon ase koshile to it should start within the roots pa start kolega roots to ki ase kole to ami hala bosti ami khan pura itu develop ami hala itu ফুল খান ওলা জায়গা নলিবি গাছ খান ওলা জায়গা নলিবি পানি সুকা থাকা জায়গা পানি থাকা জায়গা এটু বুস্তি কই থাকা তো এটু বুস্তি প্রায় শুরু করব লাগে এনিয়া বুস্তি বা শুরু করিন যাইছি কত বুস্তি কিটা ডাঙর হবো বুস্তিলা মানুখান ডাঙর হবো বুস্তিলা মানুখান ডাঙর হইলে town te growth aniwa because ami han jani ase manu to alak alak kishim thake ar manu ekta pura robot banao pare ekta pura itu banao pare kule manu ekta pura kile nijer laga pradesh dangor krona pare ar to sob to busti pare shuru hoise ar to minister khan brabe inika jagine busti di jagine initiative kan hota ar especially for the entrepreneur ar the entrepreneur ke sath to do kam na thakia kam nukura we are all entrepreneurs so lebi ami khan ke yes ami khan ke infrastructure nai ami khan ke facilities khan iman nai because mohala state to bishi backward hui japra backward not in the sense like ami khan manula sur age jawana prengan hoy hole because of the development ami hala pradesh te development bishi na ha pra monget backward consider kore to bhabi sabi ami han nijir pra local manu pra miligine locally entrepreneurs hogine ami han pra manu na dikha jinis manu na jina jinis ami han kru parchigule do the itu running 21st century la running world te ami an bisha age thakibo aru inia nishna minister kan ahia tam de nigar moi request koru mun daga do minister kan ahia tam de bahar ba manu kan aha tam de it's better we rely on them we rely our thoughts we rely our ideas to them ina ochigul do ami khan pra tahan pra help kuru parbo help kuru chigule ami khan ki kurul mun ase to kuring ne phat ami han to age jao parbo kine janai dia ase avtaiba ko nishna notice are especially Nagaland kan the engine of India se yes itu do hosa se ami hala pradesh par kiman khalote hubi saman khan de hubi alag alag te hubi bishi age de we are one of the unique creature of India bishi manu accept na kore holibi to time ekta hoje she ami ange accept korobole because itu do unique creature of India bra unique kam kurine jabo ko gine akha kore se ar business de itu minister khan khali ahi gine jan holi manu ke dikhai kla nohoi gine tahan rabi aha nishna tahan kini ga ahi she ne nishna barhava growth bi dikhabo ko gine akha kore se so I bi mohala next topic te jabo So health department caution illegal optical shop. The director of health and family welfare has asked municipal authorities to cancel the trade license of optical shop run by unqualified person. A notice issued by the principal director health and family welfare further asked municipal authorities not to issue any trade license to anybody without valid registration. Without a valid registration certificate, ophthalmologist with an NMC registration and the Nagaland Optometric Association. So it is observed that there are many optical shops operating in the state without qualified eye care profession. Eye care professional. These optical shops are dispensing power glasses without the help of eye care professional, such as ophthalmologist, optometrist, and ophthalmic assistant, which is illegal, as wrong prescription of power glasses could permanently endanger the eyesight. The notice stated it informed that most of these shops are operating with merged trade license issued by municipal authorities. So health department pura do illegal optical shop itu chosma laga dukan mohon itu Dimapur hobi alag alag jaga te hobi itu chosma laga dukan itu eye laga biya ho pra tahan do sai kine lens banai dia nolbe glass dia do itu illegal pra bishi kam illegal manu hamba bishi kam krin jai ase bishi illegal kodo biya kon hoy holbi without having a proper knowledge to optical area de eye laga area de knowledge gyan iman na thaki kine inika shop kan chula thaka do no chalabi goise because mohondo বিশ্বাস kuri kine manulade jai itu laga sukuhan la hobi alag gaula bimar hobi বিশ্বাস kuri jai mohan bhabe ki tahan pura iniga amiange modot kurbo holibi yes modot kure holibi modot holibi biya sata modot kurche itu modot to no hoy itu pura health department pura bi tahan ge question korise ki iniga kam do chula na thakba moreover tahan iniga kam chula thaka do itu municipal authorities la under prahi kam chulai sugushi municipal authorities pa license issue kura pa ezutua municipal authorities khan ki bi iniga bhal pa saikine kun ke dile bhalo ho kun manu bishi gyan ase to laga porde tahan ki hi dibi go kine jana dingla sa that's a very and serious issue ase to ekta ar manu khan bi to bhal bra ami khan tahan bra ina ko thakile bi ami khan bi to bhal bra do kagos khan saikine hi jabo lage aru tahan laga itu experience tahan ra khud kam kurshi tulai sabte saikine dukan khan me visit koine niga hi optical store de jagin chosma khan khinibo lage ko kine janais aibi amila next segment purbo next headlines purbo 3 sentenced to 1 year imprisonment for extortion. 3 persons were sentenced to 1 year simple imprisonment for extortion under Section 384, 341 IPC in Wokha. A report from the DIPR informed that 3 accused identified as Senglammo Audio, Chonbentang Shitri and RK Kalempam were convicted of the offence and were sentenced by Judicial Magistrate First Class Wokha Krevonyo Selitsa. The 3 accused stopped 3 truck driver and demanded an amount of rupees 50,000 on March 27, 2021. When the drivers refused to pay, the accused seized their vehicle's key and mobile phone, and only on payment of rupees 5,700 by the truck drivers were they allowed to proceed to their destination. The Judicial Magistrate First Class Wokha stated that, taking note of the time in our state which has created a sense of fear and panic among the people, particularly business community and commercial drivers, and having a lenient approach towards the offence of extortion will only encourage the offenders to commit such offence in future. According to the DIPR report, the prosecution was led by Assistant Public Prosecutor Wokha Akatolia Chumi. So I think itu puila de do truck do luta laga porde manu ke nya kura la por la case ase wala because it man details ba digne na holibe extortion la ase tu hisab te hi kwala ase to tinta manu ke 1 year simple imprisonment laga dishe do extortion tu manu ke pusa ene mangya laga kam porde to be section 384 341 IPC Wokha under ase aru tu manu khala naam to ase Changlamo Audio Chonbentang Shitri RH Kalempam aru tahan ge itu laga Judicial Magistrate First Class Wokha Krovonyo Salitsubra sentence dishikun janari ase. Yes, ami khan gunegar galatkar manu ke nije kam krine kha uku no hoy du ku soram na nijer pura daba khuline cha banabi ku no hoy libi iniga extortion kam manula pet pali thaka tamde manu pura nijer la pet paliwo garne gor la pet paliwo garne iniga kam kura tamde ahi kine manu ke inga luta do it's not a good thing aru iniga han ke saza dibo lagi aru iniga han society khan bi iniga dikshi gule do idu han ke appreciate kuru lage manu khan ge iniga dhurubu karne na iniga manu ke dhurubu parishi gule do society khan pra mili kine lu dhurishi gule do iniga han la extortion case idu khan la case khan na thaki wo Nagaland ko ne janaise ai bi ami an beshi idu tinta topic purlu shi ate is Morning Express pa Eastern Mirror par bi ekta dita topic to ami han discuss karubo so apnala screen de Eastern Mirror paper aibo. So number 1, amyala top headlines says journalists need training to cover disaster responsibly. Women arrested for abusing minor boy released on bail. Shah Banerjee crows sword over CAA. CM condolences demise of NFGA Kohima President. Union Ministers state Chandrasekhar visit Mon. WHO say 4.7 million die of COVID in India. Aru ami tu short pa koi dibo India to highest COVID death paise. World Health Organization ba konishna COVID pramanu murado India rehi bishi murshi goi ne record kori na ase. Iti man details na jabo tu matnen ge ne iti highlight kori ase. So Idu Purva Megan, women arrested for abusing minor boy released on bail. The woman accused of abusing a minor boy in Mokochung was released on bail after being arrested by the police as she was in her early stage of pregnancy. A police officer from Mokchung told Eastern Mirror that the accused person was arrested and came under custody after an FIR was lodged against her, but was released a few hours later. She was granted bail over her pregnancy. However, he maintained that they will continue the investigation and book her before forwarding to the court. Further course of action will be initiated, but at the moment, since she is in her early stage of pregnancy, she is not in custody jail, said the police officer. Tokotila Jamir, Center Coordinator of Childline Mogochung, informed that the incident came to light on April 27 when the mother of the 9-year-old boy, who was working as a domestic help in the house of the accused, decided to visit her son during a trip in Mogochung for a church-related work. On finding out that her son was being abused, she took him away to another place and called the Childline Mogochung. Jamir said that after receiving the call around 8 p.m., they went to visit the child and took him for medical examination and investigation along with Child Welfare Committee, CWC, and the police. After the investigation, they handed the boy to the child's mother and filed an FIR against the accused in Mogochung. So, itu itia Nagaland chuli thaka to child abuse laga bora men digishe edu bacha chokra to tai manula gore kam gurilibi kam nukurshi gulibi, no one has their right. Nijer ama baba parabi manu bacha hange maru pare shikao pare holebi bacha hange mari gine ekdom biya halate rakhi dia nolebi bacha hange mura laga kun lapor dibi itu power to nai ki karne ami ka nijer ami bishi digishe cases ka nijer ama baba parabi bacha han ke murai dia thake holebi ama baba janam kurshi ko gina ama baba mura ole takot bi nai enga nishna alak manu khan bi manu nijer la bacha bi hubi manla bacha bi hubi niga mari gine biya tarika chura to adat biya thakle ami an maru pare shikao pare holebi mara la bi tarika thake ekta shikala bi tarika thake man ke mari gine learn kuru para alak ase man ke mari gine bhoi khilala alak ase nia nishna itu bacha ke ami dikhe kinega itu bacha laga face iman mosto phuli kine lal hoi kine iman biaba mari kine tai domestic tai helper se ko kine taking a treat kurshi wala ami hambi na jine kinega real to ki ase ami hambi na jine holibi inika maria to bishi mon chinta ar mon bikha laga ekta kahani ekta ase holibi isor morom pra itu bacha laga ama bi church like ta kam kuri kine ahi tamde tai pura bacha ke lok kuro thaka tamde itu bacha ke sa tamde morom khai kine kunama morom na khawani jera bacha ke man dia pura saluk kura pura inika hwa pura tai ba to good thing child helpline number de phone kuri kine child welfare handi kotha koi kine iniala pure FIR dart kurshi holibi itu mai kibi tai iniga galat kam kuri kine take jail hoise holibi take release kurise ki kane tai bi ekta ama ase tai bi bacha bukhi thaka bra release kurise holibi bises ase akha ase tai bi tate bra lesson ekta learn hobo ar lesson learn ekla hola no hoy holibi tai bra nia kam kuri thaka to tai kitebi niga repeat nu kuri kine aru tai bi tai bra ne manula bacha ke mara hisab te to tai bi saza to dangor saza to napawo hoy to jani ase holibi tai bi saza to pawo ko kine hi akha kure ase yes tai dal early pregnancy de ase otu tai ke morom khaine release kora bail dia la ase holibi itu laga pore take inia kurini yete release hoshi ko kine bail dishi ko kine jana laga ase so I be ami kan itu ami hala time bi joldi jaye ase so ami han yete prahi ami la print previan ase samat kore ase. So viewers, I'm going to this second last segment, that is a fact of the day. I be fact of the day ki digine se I'm going to learn koribo.
Spider-Man became the first movie to make more than $100 million in its first weekend on May 6, 2002.
So viewer, this is the end of our segment. Now, mohanitia itu khatam nukura agite apne hange request kore se weather update to check kori bi so that apne hala kam karne apna disturb na pawoge kine janai se. So signing off, your anchor Ravina Lama.